Hi Sacred Souls, welcome to my channel Sacred Intuition 111. And yes, it has been a bit quiet on my channel, but nonetheless, we are going to have this message now from this deck, Wild Reflections. And that was the deck that I was talking about. I'm going to put these two videos together. I actually did send the money again to this tarot company where I got it from. And yeah, let's lift the veil to the message, whatever wants to come through. And I'm really, really excited. Interesting with the Ace of Wands. I did have a shuffle through with it already. So yeah, let's see. What is the message that wants to come through for my collective? Let's see. What is the guidance that is needed? Oh, wow. Page of Swords. Someone is about to send you a message, actually. And this is interesting because normally the Page of Swords for me is an observant energy. But since this person is taking aim. And this is coming out of the clouds. And it seems like it is a wish that you made or that you were hoping for. So either this is someone completely new who is going to surprise you with a message, who is going to appear in your life, or this is a communication that is coming in that you don't see yet, because someone is leaving the clouds behind, something that was not talked about, something that was hidden. And this person is just about to strike the arrow. Seven of Pentacles. This message that is going to be sent, it is going to plant a seed. Okay. So it seems like this person is actually going to put the work in. Let's see what... Oh, whoa. I'm telling you, this is something that you are intuitively have been feeling. Or, and look again, there are clouds. But what I'm hearing from my spirit guides is you have risen above it. Like before, you might have waited for it. Maybe this crescent moon is relevant for you. Someone has been watching this high priestess. Because that was hidden. It wasn't turned over. And look, this person is also taking aim. Someone has been watching you as the high priestess, whether you're male or female in body, it doesn't matter. It's the energy that you're embodying that I'm getting through. Yeah. Someone who sees you as the full package with the Empress energy. Someone who sees you as the light, as the sun. You are the one who can grow the most beautiful flowers even in a barren land. And what I feel like with the barren land, this is how this person actually feels about them, like about themselves. And this person has been quietly watching this high priestess. Well, let's put it this way. Okay, carefully taking that aim, maybe also being nervous that there might also be competition. Okay, very beautiful energy as this person sees you. Okay, tell us a little bit more. What is happening? What else do we need to know? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The Ten of Cups and the World. What I feel like, yeah, you are their whole world. You make their world complete. You make them actually believe in love again. this seems to be something that this person necessarily didn't think was possible for them anymore. This might be a person who travels, also with the World card, because it's always like a traveling energy. Someone is coming out of the woods, and I also specifically heard my spirit guide say something that they put on the back burner. And it seems like they put love on a back burner. Maybe you did as well. Maybe you're mirroring each other in that aspect. It seems like you are both people who might not have had the most success when it came to love, but in any other area, you actually were very successful. And yet everyone around you might have like built their own families or whatsoever, but for you, it didn't seem to come in, okay? And it seems like your priorities were also different. Look, wow. There's the temperance of the Five of Swords, the mental conflict. And again, someone who is trying to pull the arrow. I wonder if no, because look, not all swords cards have someone pull the arrow back. And that I really do like. Okay. It seems like this mental conflict there was, especially if this is a person with who you already had interactions with who you have a connection that stems from this lifetime, then there was definitely like a standstill. There was like a stalemate energy. Communication was held back due to some kind of indecision and imbalance. Someone didn't make the decision to communicate. Someone didn't break the stalemate with you. But what I'm also getting here is now this is being healed. It's being moved away from. And you might be dealing with, funnily enough, a Leo, because normally the King of Wands is Aries energy. But for me, it is actually Leo energy in a weird way. It's like, yeah. But it's actually the Queen of Wands who is Leo energy. Anyway, moving on. Look, and again, this person might really be a traveler because you see the World card underneath. Maybe this person also likes Africa because I see that Africa is being hidden behind the throne. Maybe this person is also very connected to South America. Maybe also North America. Maybe Norway is relevant. Maybe England. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. And Europe, Africa seems to be something that is... Or maybe this person left Europe and Africa behind. That is like... This is why I love different decks. This person moves out of this mental conflict. They're moving... And they also see that you probably moved on. And this person is thinking to themselves, oh yeah, you wait and see. I'm going to catch up with you. I'm going to travel wherever you are. Just you wait and see. I'm going to take action. Because this Ten of Swords, no. This ending had to happen for this, all these arrows to strike this person in order to have that leap of faith. And I love that it is a fox and not a dog. That's beautiful. I like the depiction of the Fool in this deck. Beautiful. Yeah. But even if this is a completely new person, this is someone who has always been wanting to connect with someone with your energy and spirit, with the High Priestess energy. But this is also someone who definitely likes to control things. Like, they're very observant, like I said, with the Seven of Swords. I don't think they're deceitful, but I do think that they have a knack of getting the information that they need, which is also very aligned with the traditional meaning of the Page of Swords. But in the end, pages are messengers. Whoever this person is for you, whether this is someone from the past or someone completely new, you take it how it resonates. This is someone who actually wants to complete their world. They're very complete on their own, personally. So are you, by the way. That's what I'm hearing. And if you don't feel that way yet, you will get there 100%. But this person wants to complete their own world now. They want to have the full package. This person is slowly, and I'm hearing specifically slowly, even though there's necessarily no slow energy. Well, temperance is slow. Oh wait, the world. The world is also Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus or Capricorn? No, I think it's Capricorn that is fixed. Yeah. Energies that might be relevant. Water signs, air signs. So Pisces, Scorpio. What the heck? Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer. Oh, wow. Maybe Cancer is not part of it. I guess. I don't know. Or Cancer is still catching up. I don't know. Air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Especially Pisces again. And Temperance is Sagittarian energy. And we saw the King of Wands, which is also fire signs. Then the fixed signs. Yeah. Is there anything? And the Fool is also Aries energy. Look, and after the Fool is the Empress again. It's taking the leap of faith towards this counterpart. Okay, I love it. Let us see. Yeah, I know which deck to use. Okay, let's see. What is the energy surrounding this message? What do we need to know about this person? Okay. This is wild because it's Heidekraut. I have no flipping idea how you call this in English, but it talks about loneliness, like silence, retreat, isolation, and it's the Hermit energy, and it talks about July. That is so interesting. And didn't I say I like Cancer? I couldn't think of Cancer, and Cancer for me is July energy. Yes, it's also partly June. And interesting how my throat chakra is now all of a sudden getting blocked. It seems like this communication, someone has been thinking about this since July. And it's Saturn. Isn't there also like a Saturn return right now? I'm not sure. But Saturn is also the planet of karma. 34 might be significant, maybe 7, maybe 3, maybe 4, but it's also Empress and Emperor energy. So, oh heck. Okay. For many of you, I'm getting a very strong energy, and it's again a 7 energy. 777 might be very relevant here. And the world is 21, okay? 10, 21. Maybe 10 months are relevant here for some of you, maybe 2, maybe 7, maybe 14. Why am I hearing December 14th? That might be someone's birthday. That is also Sagittarian energy. 10th of July. The 21st or the 12th of a month. The second house, like that's Taurus. 7th house, isn't that Scorpio? And we're currently in Scorpio season. Yeah, because Libra is the 6th house. Gemini is 3rd house because of swords. Aquarius is 11. Yeah, we have 3, 6, 11. Okay, which then again matches up to 20. Anyway, for many of you, I feel like this is someone with who you share a past connection. This is someone from your past. Someone who completely retreated. You both felt left out in the cold. You both had to go separate ways, and you both had to focus on one another. Like on, not on each other, but on you individually, okay? But the vergiss mich nicht, it's the forget me not, right? And it talks about memories, the past, but also a goodbye and nostalgia. And it's the waning moon. And it's the 6 of Cups energy and September. So July, September might be quite relevant. Maybe something specific happened in this connection in these months. Maybe you went through a lot in these months. I personally can speak from experience that September with the eclipse season was heavy energy. Holy smackaroni, that was different. Like, I dove deep into shadow work in September. Like, I thought, like, I was actually surprised. Like, how deep, how vulnerable, how really painful it was. And it wasn't necessarily tied to my counterpart or to my journey at all. It was more as if like residues of things that I thought were healed, it even dove even deeper. And it was very interesting because I learned a lot. Now, someone is returning from the cold and from the retreat. Someone is returning back. Now, there is definitely, and we saw the Ace of Wands underneath the deck, right? And now I see the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands, Beltane. I think Beltane is, isn't that the spring equinox? I'm pretty sure it is. And it's Mars and Venus, so masculine, feminine energy. And it's the orchid. And the orchid stands for, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say this word. So it's for smexuality, for lust, also, not fruitfulness. Oh my God. Well, and yeah, fiery time. I guess I'm not allowed to say these things. Like, and I'm completely blanking right now on this word in English. Huh. Anyway, but we saw the Ace of Wands underneath the deck before I started shuffling. And wow. Oh, wow. Someone held back this passion. Like, you might be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo because the 8th month, or a Sagittarius because the 8th house. 10 should be Capricorn energy, or the month of October. That's the Three of Swords energy, the heart flower. And it talks about not being the right moment in time. And it's Venus and Saturn. Because it seems like in the past, okay, that speaks like a whole story. Now that makes more sense like this. In the past, there was still a lot of healing that still had to be done. Maybe there were also some cycles that had to be closed out individually when it came to like family patterns or any kind of beliefs when it comes to love, okay? And I'm hearing false truth that were imprinted in the deepest of your soul. And it was coming to light. And that has been being healed, not only for you, but also for the person that you're connected to. Even if this is a completely new person, this is what they went through before they were able to come into your life. The Six of Cups can also talk about a past life soulmate, right? And that could mean that you've known them in a different life, but you haven't met them in the 3D in this life. But I do get a strong feeling this is, for some of you, like for most of you, someone who you've already met in this lifetime. Okay. This broke both of your hearts. If you believe it was only your heart that was broken by this retreat, no, it wasn't. It seems like both of you don't know how both of you still kept the light on in the heart space for each other. But it wasn't the right time back then. It wasn't the right time. Maybe the first separation was already during a July, any year, right? But it seems like there seems to be, between the fall equinox and the spring equinox, it seems like this energy is shifting out of, and it's creating like this new energy that is coming in. Something is being renewed. Is there anything else? Now that makes so much sense why I have this deck here, but I decided I'm gonna make a different video with this. I wanted to pack this deck away because I left some decks out. And this card, after I shuffled it, came out. I'm telling you, a ghost is reappearing. Someone who disappeared is coming actually back. And now I'm guided to do it like this. Yeah. Someone now wants to establish something. Someone wants to build a foundation. Didn't I tell you that this is exactly the energy? And I feel like this is something that this person wasn't able. No. Before, this person was mixed in their signals. I'm going to put this to the side. There's this card. Yeah. Because this person still had to leave something behind, and at first they left you behind. If this is someone completely new, this person first had to go through farewells in their own life to seek the closure in order for them to actually have like this foundation to be built. For others of you, if this is a past person, obviously, this person might not have been able to build a foundation with you. They were not ready. They might have been still in a deceitful energy when it came to the heart space. And if someone cannot be truthful to their own heart, they cannot be truthful to someone else, especially about their feelings. Like, how does that work? It doesn't work. And maybe also, that might be for some of you, maybe this person also had to leave a previous foundation behind, like a certain lifestyle. It doesn't have to be like a full-blown family. Well, but it also could be their own like blood family that they have to leave behind because of like limiting beliefs that they had, and that kept them stuck and maybe fed like toxicity to them. This could also apply to you. And this is how the heart wasn't clear, and yet there was always the light on. There was always, the heart was always lit up for both of you, like in the Heidekraut. And I'm tapping into two souls that experienced a lot of heartache and had to also heal individually, but whose presence in each other's life is so healing and so complementary that it also would help to finally close out cycles that were meant to close out in this lifetime. You cannot make this up. Yeah. And that, it's a return of someone who abandoned and was resistant and felt hopeless and obscured their feelings. They masked their feelings. But this person is now returning. But that is only possible after all this was actually being X'd out. And all this energy is this Seven of Swords, those false beliefs that both of you, or maybe only this person had, or maybe only you had. Because we should never, look, there's a new beginning with a past life connection. Yeah, something that was broken or withdrawn. Look, there is also this maxing and the energy and the nostalgia. The chemistry is undeniable between the two. It is. This person is preparing to communicate. I'm not 100% sure when this is going to happen, because many timings have already passed. We're still in October. But 7 is very relevant, so it might happen within a week or in the next 7 weeks. Next 7 weeks, that's almost the end of this year. Like, not fully, but it's getting very close. Like, it brings us into Sagittarian season. Could be that Sagittarian season is very relevant. I just heard the bird tweeting. That is an extra confirmation. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave it right here. What you need to know is this person, especially if that is a past person, never forgot about you the same way that you didn't forget about them. As you did your healing, they did their own healing. Even if you haven't seen it, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. You both suffered, but you both had cycles that needed to be closed out. Whether those are different, like, negative beliefs, especially when it comes to family and love. But now you're coming back into the aligned energy. And I absolutely love this for you. I'm going to leave it right here. And thank you so much. And take care. Bye-bye.